Welcome to a stand-up video that's not a vlog. Yes, thank you. I am here to share my love of The Overstory by Richard Powers. I finished this book in a vlog, and in that vlog I said this was my perfect book, and I stand by that, and I need to share that love a bit more. For those of you who don't know what this is about because you weren't on BookTube around the Man Booker Prize last year because it was everywhere. This is a book about trees, essentially, but don't let that put you off. At the start of this story, you're introduced to 10 people, and nearly all of those people have some sort of connection to a tree or to a forest or to something in their lives where a tree had a major impact. Hard to believe for some, but the way that these stories are told is very clever. It's not like I saw a cedar in the yard and I loved it, and so now I'm connected to trees. There's lots of different ways that these connections are made. And so you're told all of those stories in the first part, and that's called the roots part. And then in the second part and the third and the fourth, Richard Powers weaves together these people in the most clever, interesting way. So these people, not all of them meet, but within those 10 people, most of them form connections with each other. And the connecting point for most of that is about saving trees and about activism around us not breaking the earth anymore. The main reason why I love this book is the writing. My great love in books is when an author can put together words and describe something that I had never thought of before, that wasn't obvious, wasn't cliche, but was really clever in the use of words. So with The Overstory, that was all throughout the book. And I said to someone the other day, every single page of this book has a line that I went wow on. But I kind of need to back that up. When I walked away from that conversation, I thought, no, did it? Is that true? So I'm here today to test the theory. What I've got is my son's iPad. Here we go, in a little monster thing. And on that iPad is a random number generator. So I'm going to generate random numbers, and I'm going to find that page in this book, and I'm going to find a line that I loved. I'm going to do this 10 times, and hopefully my theory is right that all 10 of them I will find a line. I'm not going to, bung it on and just say, oh, what an amazing line, when I don't believe it. I really want to know whether I can say that again and be truthful. Okay, here we go. First one. Let's generate the number. So the first page is page 108. No way, I just opened straight up to it. Oh, this is exciting already. So I'm just going to scan through the page now and see if there's a line. Let's see. So on this page, this is about our character Neele, who's created a computer game, and he's a coder. And yes, within that is an amazing story about consumerism and the way that people use the earth and then just move on when it can't provide anymore. I know, it's amazing. This is about the bureaucracy surrounding the new game that he's created. I didn't really take into account that I'd have to give you context. So it says, but by his 18th birthday, Paradise is sprouting fences. So he's had this dream run with his game being picked up by people all over the world. And he was, it's his paradise. And now it's sprouting fences is about the bureaucracy surrounding that. I mean, I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing because it tells me about the bureaucracy and the red tape without saying all these people got involved and they put up all this red tape and I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Connects it back to the land and the beauty of the land and the restriction of that with fences. But this is in the context of gaming and the commercial world. Started off strong. I feel it. I've started off strong. Okay, next number. 13. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Right at the start. Here's a test. Okay, page 13. Give it to me. First sentence on the page. America's perfect tree, backbone of entire rural economies, the limber, durable redwood of the East with 36 industrial uses. Every fourth tree of a forest stretching 200 million acres from Maine down to the Gulf is doomed. I mean, that's a beautiful way of putting it together. No? Is everybody with me? This is all about how to create a feeling with words, right? And for me, the feeling surrounding that is just this connection to this redwood tree. Never seen one, I don't think. I've never seen one. I don't know the forests of Maine to the Gulf, but you know, I'm worried for this tree now because of the feeling that was created with those words. Okay, we'll keep moving on, otherwise this is going to take forever, right? Okay, next number. 398. 398. 398. The real question, session by session, is whether she can stay sane herself as her clients eat her soul. It's about a woman who's a psychologist. Am I proving my point? We're 3 for 3. Okay, the fourth number. 481, just around the corner. Okay, I can't tell you what this one's about because it's a spoiler. But let's just listen to the words. After a while, they start to solidify. Simple at first, but gaining grain. The way a maple in spring flushes red from the top. The polite applause of aspens. A ewe reaching out like a parent taking a child's hand. Whiffs of scratched hickory nut. Dams break and memories flood him like the million keyholes of light coming down through the palms of a horse chestnut. Come on. Who writes like this? 4 from 4. Let's go. Okay, 62 is our next number. 62. This is about Adam, who struggles to get into university. He was a kid who did experiments with ants and loved to play and be in nature and was kind of put to the sidelines because of that. Anyway, so this is when he doesn't get into college. His father waves him off, wipe the slate clean and start again. But Adam doesn't need to wipe the slate. He just needs to show it to someone who can read between the chalky lines. I mean, 5 from 5, 5 from 5. We're on a roll. Oh, 366 is the next number. Okay. This one has a lot of dialogue, this page, and so the beauty in the writing is in the description, but I've still found a line that I love. Maybe you'll love it too. What is it? The outfit seemed artworthy this morning. Good for a couple. This is about, oh, I can't tell you what this is about either. Spoiler. Okay, just let's take in the words again. The outfit seemed art dealer worthy this morning. Good for a couple of $100 more in any negotiation with a man. She thought it might compensate for the scar running down at her face. Now it feels like amateur hour. Look, it's not saying she was really nervous because this morning she was confident and now she's really scared that people are going to think she's an amateur. No, it says exactly the same thing with beauty. Oh, what is that, 6? 6. I think that's 6. I hope it is. We'll just move on to 7. Okay. Okay, 264. Okay. It's like the first line on the page. They look together, high wire surveyors of a newfound land. The view cracks open his chest. Cloud, mountain, world tree and mist. All the tangled, rich stability of creation that gave rise to words to begin with, leave him stupid and speechless. They're up a really big tree, trying to stop the loggers from cutting it down. Oh. Please tell me if you don't think any of this is beautiful. If I'm on my own here, that's totally cool. This is my happy place. But I just need to prove this theory right. Okay, 8. I'm 7 for 7. 210. 210. Okay, oh, it's a page of dialogue. I might miss out on this one. Nah, I found it. This is about Ray and Dorothy, and they're a married couple, and it's a really intriguing story. Oh God, I loved their story. Anyway, they start to read in crazy ways. They fill their house with books because of an avoidance technique, right? So this is about Dorothy wanting Ray to read a Jane Austen book, and Ray thinks he tried her years ago and almost choked to death from claustrophobia. It's giggle worthy. 8 from 8. I'm claiming it. 486. This is right at the back too. Okay, Found one. This is, oh, he's in a forest pushing together parts of a tree trunk to make a sign. You really have to read the book to understand. He learns as he goes how to lay the pieces out. There are so many ways to branch, more than infinite. He looks at the kinks and camber of each fallen limb and waits for it to tell him where, in the river of wood coursing across the ground, it wants to be. What's that? 8? 9. This is just getting too easy now. I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to do this, but now I've got confidence. 187. 187. First paragraph. That unnameable scent, that's all she wants. This grove, this 200 million year old scent. Her family at its freest best, their own native nation. Fishing again at the side of the only man who ever knew her in the current of a river that isn't long gone. That's remembering a fishing trip with her dad. I'm going to go 10 for 10, I just know it. So we're at 129. This is our last one. Let's see if we can have a clean sweep. Let's see if my theory is 100% correct. Okay. This is about Patricia. And Patricia was definitely one of my favorite characters in here. She's a scientist. She's amazing. So this is when she's been a scientist and now she wants to be amongst the trees. So she's done all the hard yards and now just needs to spend some time out in the forests. Okay. With few claims on her time and none on her soul, she returns back outside into the woods, the green negation of all careers. She no longer theorizes or speculates, just watches, notes, and sketches into a stack of notebooks, her only persistent possessions aside from clothes. Boom. Last one, I went out with a bang. I was hoping to get a Patricia line. My theory is 100% correct in my book. Thank you for joining me on this little experiment to see whether I can actually say that to people. So I'm saying to you, on every page of this book, there is a line that is so well put together, it's so well written, that it just musters up all of the feelings and absolutely puts you in the story. I cannot speak highly enough of this book. I know this isn't a comprehensive review. There are far more better reviews on BookTube, and you will find so many of them by so many wonderful people. This is a book that is well loved. But I wanted to just really highlight the writing and the way that Richard Powers puts together this story. I adore it, and please, if you haven't read it, give it a try. And if you do try it, please talk to me about it. I could talk about this book forever. Okay, thank you for joining me on a bit of self-indulgence. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.